Hey guys, KZ here with a review for you of B is for Blended. That's by Lindsey Stoddard. I have to tell you before I even start talking to you really about the details of the book is you might be able to see, don't think you can, there's a bookmark still in that book. And that is because even though I have finished it, my son was eager to pick it up as soon as I had, based on what I'd said around the dinner table. So, with that knowledge, let me also include this. B is the narrator of this story. She tells it first person, and she was hard for me to take at first. She is stubborn, she is resistant, and she is strong-willed, but those very traits end up being to her benefit later on in the plot of the story, because at the beginning she's resistant to the change in her life that all starts with her mom getting married. Yeah, it's just been her and her mom for years, her whole life. B is going into 6th grade now, and she's never had a father in the picture. So, when Wendell is going to marry her mother, in fact, they do get married on the first page of the book, she is overwhelmed by the concept of having someone else, having to share her mom, having step siblings, all of them boys, one of whom is in her class, and she does not like him. In fact, he's really mean to one of her best friends. So she's got a lot to handle. But those traits of being stubborn and resistant to that change end up also being good when she gets to middle school, and she is determined to have a girls' soccer team. And so she rallies a bunch of girls to get that going and stands up to those who are in power, who are themselves resistant to the concept. So there's B on the cover with her soccer ball. Across the street is a girl who has just moved in. In fact, B just moves in too because they need a bigger house once the marriage goes down. This is A. Yes, A and B. There's even a CC later on. But A is probably a better soccer player than B, and that is intimidating to B. That makes her angry. This is her role. This is her identity as the great soccer player in town. And so you have her processing through identity as well. There's a lot going on in this book, as always with Lindsey Stoddard. She is great with character, great with metaphor, great with pulling in school settings, and there's some bullying in this book, and of course, character change and development throughout. But I'm going to say this is best for a high reading 3rd grader up through 6th grader, and you could do it low reading 7th grader as well. But B's voice reads a bit young. So even though she is in 6th grade, she's, I'd say, an immature 6th grader, but lovable. Anyway, that is B is for Blended. My rating is about a 3.5 or 4 out of 5, and I say you go with it, you read it, tell me what you think. I know my son is going to tell me his idea.